And ciao nice people! Welcome to this new stream. Unfortunately, yeah, I had to skip the streams on the weekend because I got a light flu. Or I could even say a half a flu, even. Because, like, I got a flu on only half my nose. So I could breathe regularly without having to breathe through my mouth. So yeah, I would call it half a flu. Half flu? Does half flu sound good or that's just weird? Let's go for the weird, sure. Why did my avatar go away? Something is wrong and it's not with my avatar. World map. It goes away. Oh wait. Yeah, it's... Weirdly the window isn't taken fully. I might want to fix it later, it's not really super important. So, I really love to give out updates. So, first of all, Respawn Banter. We are having... Or should we go in order? Let's go in order. There's a lot of good updates, very good updates. First, it's the less relevant one, but it's more like a... I wouldn't call it marketing, more like... I'm trying to find ways to push people to play Respawn Banter, okay? Without being spammy. And one idea that I found is... Something is wrong with my world map. Now it's the game that it's towering over the others in terms of views. So, a thing that I did is... At the end of the game page, I put a small, like the humor, try this other game. And, I think it could be a good idea. Because for now, in like 3 days, I got a big spike in views here. Well, 17 is not really a lot, but better than nothing, I suppose. I'm not crying, I swear. Another good update is... wrong game. Still talking about something is wrong with my world map. Where are you? Okay, here. The game is now in Chinese! Well, not really playable because I need to fix some sort of formatting mistakes given by the Visual Stella plugin, but apart from that, it's pretty fine. Don't ask me what the title means, but probably something about a world map that it's wrong. Can we see a dialogue here? And not that I really would understand, you know, but... Yeah, no, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this. Even if I technically could, since I know the game. I should really try... I don't know, you know what? I think a good idea to learn a new language is to make a game. Know the game insides and outs, and then make someone translate the game for you. Maybe in simple terms. So you can play the game, even if you don't know the language, you can study the basics, and slowly learn each term or each phrase that you know. You know each phrase, so it's like triple times easier, you could say. And the last update, which is about Respawn Banter, I returned in contact with the artist. And I'm not showing you the thing itself, but we are working on a new character. That's the most thing I can show you. You could probably guess it's the antagonist. You know, as the classic bracelet of spikes, other spikes here as you can see, and the glass of wine, even if it's not wine. Plot twist, it's not wine. Okay, so we are here on the Respawn Banter. We stopped here after, well, programming the slime, so that was fun. And we also had fun in... I wonder... I thought my idea was to complete this map and use it as the demo. The demo is this entirety of the map. But... no, I think I should show my best part for the start, right? Because for now the demo is... this one. Which is the original one with the new art style. Even if it should be upgraded. I don't know, I will see when I complete the other map. I can even apply some changes here too, if I need. So last time we didn't focus on decorating the map. I would prefer to do it with something in mind. Honestly though, there's a lot to talk about the game, so we can go one piece by one piece. So, first of all, I love making games on stream. Even if there are things that I don't love to make on stream. Mostly mapping, to be honest. Mapping is not my best suit to do on stream. But on the other side, it's... I don't think there's a lot of things of Respawn Banter I can do on stream without spoiling anything or while being fun. Because it's... I don't know how fun it is if I write dialogues for other characters while on stream. Yeah, I don't think it's the best sort of fun. I could consider it, but... The rock here is... I could place a tree here to make the rock less suspicious. I can even put a bush though, it's fine. I never tried, honest. No, at the start. Yeah, but I hardly stream while writing dialogues. That's because I feel like I feel like it's harder. I feel like something is... I got the tension of coming up with something suddenly. I should try again though. Maybe doing dialogues for extra... Yeah, the other thing is there's not a lot of dialogues to write on stream that are spoiler free. I could write... I could write some... Well, we can revisit the first banters. Honestly, there is something to do on the start of the game, which is to revisit the entirety of the introduction. Because I watched Annoyed Nova play the demo of Respawn Banter, and he gave out a lot of very, very, I would say vital hindsights. The most important one, which I felt is... well, there are two vital ones actually. The first one is face a little... This game starts a little too random. Like with the... oh, drunk slimes, random dance, and all of that. After the start, things start getting less random. So, that's one thing that might disorient the player. And second one... which was it? Yeah, the length of the banters. Which at the start they are longer. Which can throw the player off. Since they don't know what they are getting into. And so, seeing a game about only dialogues... well, apart from being a game about mostly dialogues... players still don't enter the flow of the game right at the start. Because they don't know what the flow of the game is, after all. So an idea could be to... well, my idea was to make the first banter ever super short. So the player can get used to it. And just to cover it, add some more deaths at the start. I don't know. Like, I have those spikes here, which were actually for a screenshot. But I like the spikes here near the checkpoint, so the player can speedrun their deaths, which is always fun. For me, at least. And I might add a second one, but not that many. Ah, yeah, there is the new section here, even if it's pretty simple. There's just one troll that I really wanted to use. Okay, we play some trees. Oh, yeah, I don't really like how much they are near each other's. I should remove one or two, maybe. I don't get why I placed some trees without my rules. Rules being one row for layer. Yeah, here the trees are two together here. That's kinda weird. No, absolutely not. Can we just clean everything up and restart from scratch? Well, at least this part. We could also place something here apart from trees. I don't know. I could try to be a little more original there. I don't know what to do with original. Where is the part with the drunk slime chasing you? Probably this one. Okay, yeah, it's this. Is it this one? I can make that this part is... I don't know, I could block one of those two and it's fine. That's the idea. Okay, so... I could place something here apart from other trees just to make it slightly more interesting. Okay, first option. We can place the trees anyways, and don't care. Second, we could find something to place here, like I did last time with this part, which is honestly simple but effective. There's a part where you can check and there's a small tent. I wouldn't put one other of those. We can put a... Oh, I have an idea. We could put a flower bed. Of alternating colors, of course. Well, not really like this exact... Wait, which layer is this? Of course, the wrong layer. Ah. We can go this layer. Okay. So we can do something like this. Okay, and maybe extend them a little more upwards. Later I can fix it if I need it. There's probably too many, but it's fine. And then a fence on the side here. Oh, I don't really like it, honestly. I don't really like it. There shouldn't be a fence, maybe. Because maybe we can work the aesthetics on having here the... I wouldn't call it the Master Sword. Also, another note. The third option, which I forgot to mention. We came up with something to place later. Because I have the power. I have some funds for the game. So I can find an idea and commission the artist, the pixel artist, to draw it for me. So for example, if I want a dinosaur here, I can commission a pixel artist to make one. Would come out pretty expensive, but... Okay, never mind. Scratch the dinosaur. We can do something else. Oh, I have one problem, though. I was very used with the default assets that I never thought out of the box of what I would want to use. I only thought about what can I use, which is pretty new for me. I'm pretty glad I didn't make a long project as the first commercial one alone. So yeah, always take the wise choices, okay? In advance, much in advance. So the flowers are still a good idea. But only one side, because the other one has this part. Let's see what I can manage. Well, we can still do this. I think this is a good start. That's cute. What about the fence? No, that's pretty no. That's very no. This can sound a little better, but I'm still not sure. Like this. We can also make it pass behind, like this. Yes, okay. That's a problem in perspective here. Okay, easy. The perspective is still off, but it's mostly fine. Ooh, I think... okay. This is not the vibe I wanted, but honestly, the vibe is strong. Maybe stronger than the vibe I wanted. So, we can allow this. We can allow. I'll allow it. We can put some green here. A little better, we can put even more green. We love the green. We love the trees. Apart when we cut them, but that's only to progress the story, don't worry. We cut trees only to progress the story. We are green people, like aliens. Okay. I'm enjoying this new vibe. Again though, if I really want something, I really need to get used to think what I want that I don't have here. Unfortunately, coming out with ideas is hard, so if there is a block, there's a block. And I personally have a block on the stylish side. Do I look stylish to you? Be honest. We can take this from the player perspective. Do we have a save file here? If not, we'll make it ourselves. Okay, perfect. We also have the music. We have 2 swords. That's unusual, I would say. Okay, this is the debug sword. Okay, let's see from here. Okay, yes. It works. The tree is kinda cut in half, but apart from that, it's doing well. There should be something on the left here, though. Because I bet there should be some water. There's some water here. Maybe I can remove those trees and give more a waterish appearance. Like this. And maybe removing some of those. Okay, wait. Wrong layer, probably. Okay. Something like this. We can even remove this one. Okay. Let's see if it's better or not. I don't know. Honestly, could be worse, as I can say. We can place a little lake here, if that would do something. That's weird though, having water on 2 sides. Also, that's the background parallax effect there, so never mind. We could place water behind. That would be weird though, because this is supposed to be a river. Having something in between a river would be an interesting concept for a map, but I cannot express it on the way I did it here. On the way I did this map. So we can scrap that idea. Too bad though, too bad. Yeah, 2 beds of flowers! So do you have other ideas? Not the arrows. We can play some holes, but we have another whole area. Like area of holes. That's not even a joke. I could place more palm trees, but not the best idea. Yeah, we are missing things. What if I place a wall behind? Like this one. Would it look better? Also, shout out to MZ mapping auto tiles. Okay, fixed. I don't know. That looks... surely has a vibe. I would think I should accept it. Because it's better than random trees behind. Doesn't look as holy as the rest though. Also, I don't have a lot of walls decorations. So that might come out as plain. It's not like I have a lot of other things to place though. I think the wall can do its job. Let's try. Worst case, I will redraw the trees. You can't even see it the first time. Don't mind the other's word. I should start the wall one tile lower, actually. Let me try again. So if I do something like this, the fence should still appear, right? Kinda weird the fence. I can probably remove it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, yeah, that's a different vibe. I should limit off this area maybe, so the player doesn't see that much from above. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I take this word. Where's that zoom? Oh yeah, that zoom is not working yet. Never mind. So I can do this. And go behind, I suppose. Hey. And move the flowers, maybe. Okay. Yes, okay. That's better. That's better, yeah. Again, that's not the vibe I was looking for, but it's a vibe. It's a vibe, Mario. Oh no. Close the stream. I don't want to get kidnapped by ninjas of Nintendo. Oh, I'm fine. Nice. So, as you can see, there's a problem here in the difference in the walls. The trick is to place something behind, like this. Kinda annoying, but that's the best you can do. Like this, okay. Also, this one should be a continuation, okay. Wait. No, it's fine. Okay, yeah, that trick works. Of course, I have to redo it later if I change anything, because it messes up a lot. Okay. For now, it's fine. To make it a little more uneven, we could. I have an idea. Yeah, the problem here is also the tree. The background is too fixed. We could do something like this. Remove one line. Like this. And here do the same trick. Kinda. Something here. And this one continues here. So we can place more flowers, for example. Like this. Where are you? Okay, here. I don't like the repetition of flowers behind though. Wait. We could play something else, like statues. Those are kinda weird though. Something better like pots, statues. I don't have a statue yet though. We can always find new ideas. As a placeholder, I will place some statues. The game is not releasing now, so it's fine if we have a different style. No, wait, the statues shouldn't be there though. We're not supposed to be here. Maybe other flowers, like those from the other artist. Well, I can always repurpose those. They might fit in. Also, never tried to make them animated. It might add a lot. I don't like them though. I think it's better if I do something like... honestly, zero ideas. Those. What about no? A tree, a simple tree. I can put a tree behind to make it look like more natural, whatever word we need. I don't know, could be better. For now we are gonna settle with this. If only we could find other things to place behind here. I actually rarely see a sword, a holy sword, or whatever in front of a big cliff. But you always need to try new things, right? And here on the side we can at the end place some trees, right? Or use the opportunity to add something else. I can try some bushes on the lowest layer. I don't know why, like this. I think this could make a nice pattern. Okay, and we can move a tree here to cover a part of it. No, those 4 trees lined up too well. Probably too well. Way to ruin the pattern. Okay, like this is enough, probably. Oh. Fix the flowers. Okay. I could put other flowers in between. Is there space for another tree? Maybe? Here. There is some free space here. I wonder if I can put something. Anything, really, at this point. I wonder if the statues... Yeah, I should put 2 statues here, because why not? I should be here on this side. No, I think here it's fine. They should be for the checkpoint, but I think they are pretty representative here. Or wait, you know what? Here. They look pretty sick. That means though we need something here. Oh, why is it mapping so hard? Okay, we can do this area and stop for the mapping for today. Mapping, I prefer to map while being absent-minded, so we can see what else we can do. Not a pot, because the player will try to destroy it all the time. I know, because I'm one of them. That's it. Random flowers, go. Okay, for now it's this. Of course, it will be improved later. It should have been a baseline. So, give me a second. Okay, here I am. So, we did the mapping. So, what else? Well, I think we can work on the, how do they call it, scripted encounters. That's not really the right term either. I think we should work on, I wouldn't call them brain-dead puzzles, but I realized one thing that the game needs is something to do on the world map, apart from, you know, dying. So we have some choices. The choice which I had up until right now was we make a random puzzle, like pushing crates around. Like, we can take examples. We have our test area. Where was it? Here it is. So, for example, we could put some pots. Where's the water here? And we push them to open the way. I don't know, like push this one, and push this one sideways, for example, but that's boring, that's too classic. Also, at least this is a puzzle that can be used because it doesn't require any tutorial, it's just pushing. Last time we did this puzzle, which was interesting, but required a tutorial, which is a no-no here. Because this is not a game about puzzles, like, at all. So my idea which I got right now, well, I don't know if I got it right now, but it's an idea of making something happen on the area and create a unique, simple gameplay for the area. I don't have examples though. For example, yeah, that's... Create a unique situation that requires some input from the player. For example, again, a puzzle appears and... No, wait, why is this too hard to explain? Okay, let's try with example. So, you go here. After 3 times you pass by and you ignore the slime comes to you and like you have a choice of what to answer, and based on the answer, well, I don't think you die though. Why this idea is so foreign that it's even harder to explain? Well, something that happens that the player requires an input, which is not forcibly a puzzle. I think we are just going to the definition of what's outside of the puzzles though. I mean, what's containing the puzzles. We are going a higher degree here. So first of all, we should take a place where we need it. I should also think about it, taking in consideration that feedback from Nova. That at the start you don't know what the game is about. So maybe at the start I shouldn't place them. So maybe here is not the right place. At the start the player should know that they just die. It should be used only later to freshen up the deaths. Nice to know. For example, when the player goes here, or he probably already knows how the game plays. So we should put one right there, maybe after Gop. It shouldn't be too random though, because one thing that I'm happy how it's going is, apart from some random stuff at the start, the game tries to have unique dialogues without being too out of the blue. So I should add... My idea was again a battle against the slime, but not right away, only later when you... Wait, I have an idea. We could add the battle to the slime before reaching the checkpoint. So the player is all the time, no, please don't kill me, I am one step from the checkpoint, and stuff like that. So that could be one thing. This only happens after you go to the spikes, though. There should be something more in between, which is not only death. So shouldn't be an event. So we need to distinguish then events from extra gameplay, which I probably already did. Events are like the fake battle where you don't die, and extra gameplay should be some sort of puzzle. But again, I need to distinguish them, because otherwise it's feels everything may feel foreign, or not really foreign is the term, but something that the player, while playing it, feels like, oh yeah, I'm exploring very well now. I suppose a puzzle is the best one. We need to bring out the notes. Okay, on here. Let me open the... Okay. Stream spoiler free, yay! I discovered only recently that Google Documents lets you open multiple documents on one document. Don't ask me why, it just does. So the idea is puzzles. Again, I took some notes before. They need to be simple and to use the sword. And probably took another note before. Yeah, I got another note. That the best solution would be to have different puzzles each time, so the game doesn't focus on one puzzle in particular. Pretty simple. How many puzzle ideas can we get? Are we just placing random puzzles here? Oh, hi, Master Danix, how it's going? Are you developing in this moment? What are you doing here? Don't find excuses. I won't accept that. Oh, I was watching Waldorf stream. I couldn't develop my game. No, that's not an excuse. In this moment, no. I'm watching. I'm watching. We are here trying to find something to extend the normal gameplay on the world map of Respawn Banter by very simple means, though. Very simple means, because the core gameplay it's already there. We just need something to... Well, my idea was very basic puzzles. So every player can beat it, and an expert puzzle player is not upset because that's not the main focus of the game. And noobs can still beat the puzzle, and so they can't get stuck. That's the idea. The problem is, last time we found a concept for a puzzle, but that was not for this game. It was for a completely new game, which I could use later, another time, who knows, for another game. Or for Octo Stranded 2, who knows. So hardcore crazy puzzles. We want to kill the hero in game, not the player in real life, for hard puzzles. I don't even know how it works. Well, the hero could die of short circuit by thinking too much, who knows. Well, we have the basics here. Ice puzzle, pushing puzzle. We created a nice idea though, the spike puzzle, which we could use more than once. It was this one, where the spikes switch when you hit the orb, and sometimes you can dash to switch them. So this is very full, but could be something simpler like this. Like this. Well, here there's no puzzle though, but you could... Let's make the arena here. There could be something like this, where you just enter here, go here, slice the thing, they switch the spikes, and you go forward. That's pretty basic, but honestly, it could be perfect, because like it's brain dead. You don't need to think what to do, but that's weird. Yeah, that works because it doesn't take the position of as main gameplay. I feel bad though for calling it filler though. Hero and player must suffer together. No, that's invalidate. You got the wrong game, maybe. It happens, don't worry. Also, Denix, do you know the news? Well, apart from the new character of Respawn Banter, they translated my game in Chinese. This other game, at least. It is. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but something is wrong with my word map because it's not in English. Weird. I was doing the tests before the stream. I just need to fix a bunch of things and it's ready. For now though, we are focusing on Respawn Banter. So, I'm surprised because... Wait, let me... We can make a test even. Pretty simple. Activate the switch one. Those the spikes switch. Those switch in the other way. They're not even optimized, but it's fine. I should at least make the sphere change color though. Like this, let's see. Orb. Spheres, okay, it's called sphere. It's even a different color, oh well. We don't have the right animation though. Can I? I can fix it right away though. Which is the event 1. Okay. Let me fix it real quick. We need to take the... we don't have the slashing hero. We need to take the event 1 and 2. So. 1 and 2. Those are the events to slash. I should change it in the future because this is programmed keeping in mind only one map. Later we will have an interior and it will use a lot of more maps. Okay, for example, here we have the number 1. Which is the number 1? Okay, this one. And the number 2 is... this one, okay. So, that was out of effort just to reset the values, but here we can make a test. We are missing the zoom. Can I should do it automatically. Is this the jazz music? It took me some time to realize. Okay, here. Just to have the test area ready for future things. So, I forgot. It doesn't go down a certain value if there's a border of the screen. Okay, here. Better. Okay, so. The sword almost works. There's some errors, but because that's the wrong map. I wonder why. So the idea is to go here and switch it. Pretty, maybe it's too basic though, but there should be other uses to it. I can't switch it back because I didn't program it, but though I think it's still fine, and it just needs the right context because this is kind of weird in the open world, in the exterior, but in the castle would be pretty fine. A room like this would be perfect actually, because also I think there's another reason why I need stuff like this, because first, again, makes the player play a little more on the map. Second, it makes the player still on the tip of their toes, thinking, what's the troll here, what's the troll here, and sometimes there's no troll. And third thing is, by being this simple, the player thinks, okay, that's too simple. Well, a smart player can think, that's too simple, where's the trick, right? So this can work on for multiple reasons. The main thing here is just the context, because it's kind of hard to place spikes on a forest. Okay, here I have some spikes on the forest, but they are not a lot. In the castle you are expected to find more spikes, more spike traps. So we could find a mechanic for this. So, at this point, it's time for the brainstorm. What do you find here? The most important feature here is that it's the tutorial zone. Like, it's more like a next tutorial zone. Again, the story of this area is, well, not the most peaceful one. It was a tutorial zone. Well, even before, Gop had the tragedy, you could call it. The forest went on fire due to a cook, and part of the most of the forest burnt down. And you can see that something remains here. Even if I should find other sprites. More sprites. And after that, the forest remained a place of tranquility and peace. That's why they made it the tutorial zone. Until the evil lord, our antagonist, built an entire castle here. I don't even know how. And the tutorial zone got, like, I wouldn't say corrupted, more like, no one came here. So the monster became stronger and it's not a tutorial zone anymore. So, saying this, what puzzle would we expect from the tutorial zone? Would be funny to have something related to that exactly. Like to have a super basic puzzle, but I feel like a lot of other games did that. A lot of other games did like, oh yeah, the super puzzle, try to solve it and it's just super easy. That's not even fun anymore. Puzzles? Not funny. Something that's related to the tutorial. The scarecrows. Wait, I have the idea. The dummies. Not scarecrows, the dummies, yeah. I could make that you need to hit some dummies to continue. Let me take this one. Maybe under a certain time frame even. I think that's kinda weird, but can work. Where is it? Here, no. My color. This one, sure. But for example, we have a small arena like this. We place the dummies. And the player needs to hit them in a certain time frame. A very short one. Oh, well, we can make a very lenient one, actually. Ah, yeah, we don't even have the sword. Also, border too small. Give me the sword. The beta sword. Yay, okay. Okay, so we can do like this. I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't call it funny, but you know what? We could play some sort of extra surprises in there. Oh, hi Etsy! Welcome there! How did you create your own character sprites? Unfortunately, I didn't make them. I commissioned other people because I don't know how to do pixel art. Like, I tried one time 10 years ago and I sucked very well. So for this one I commissioned someone. After a lot of time making projects by improvising resources online, I decided to finally start paying someone. I found someone good and with a good price, so at least I'm decently well positioned. How much do you want for one character? Like, it was $20 it went. Then it depends, of course, for complexity. Like here, the single sword animation was one single character at the end. It was time ago though, I don't know if they... I felt like the prices are increasing now though. My idea here is to Yeah, make the player hit all of 3 of them in a short amount of time. And we can make a random surprise that kinda stops the player and it needs to restart. Nothing that nothing that annoying though, because like you lost 4 seconds if you have to retry. So I think that could be a nice idea. We need an animation for them to be sliced up though. Like they are shaking. Okay, we can work on the shaking animation. And later I will try to find some sprites for it. The shake, here, we already got one. On the vent, 50. Let's see if it works. Of course, yeah, for $20 it's one character, but it's the 12 sprites after all, because there are 3 frames for animation on the sword for 4 directions. So I would say it was a good price. It's not shaking at all. Let me try again. Ah, wait! Because the dummy is not an event. The dummy is part of the background. My bad. We don't have a dummy, right? We need to make one. Let's go. It's opening. Give it some time. For now, we can have the base of the dummy for now. Here. We could make a top, but for now, let's go with this. You can see it's trembling, which is something. It's fine. It's fine. I could try to add another one, but at this point it's better like this. Give it a second. I should find a faster one. Okay. We should open the dummy here. We got a tile set. Oh wait, wrong folder. Dummy should be here. Okay, here. I have an old computer. Even if it's holding pretty well. Okay, let's take the dummy out of context. How do you even take a dummy out of context? I want to make it quick because I usually don't like streams of fixing art and all of that. I just want to make games. We are calling it Baka because it's dummy, right? It's a dummy. With the dollar and with the other sign. I think the dollar is fine. Okay, here it is. We got the Baka here. Awesome. Now we can see it vibrating. Looks really good, but I'm trying to find like sprite generators. Well, RPG Maker has sprite generators here. They are chibi ones, but I remember for my other game, that's my Explode Keeper, I used a generator that made those sort of sprites but tall. Let's see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere here. Oh, I don't remember well. Here. It's called Tab. RPG Maker Extended Generator. It's 2 years I don't use it, but it was pretty good. Let's see. Well, a good extension of the default one. How does it work? I forgot how it works. Okay, for example, this one. I remember this one. It was the sprite I tried to use for Kalina. It's slightly better, but the face is still the same though. Randomize. Oh, this guy is pretty sick. I'm 70s. I'm 70s. Random guy. Oh wait, let's call him. What's his name? How should he be called? It's too similar to Artisio though. I don't know. Never. It's called Palesio. Pretty bad name, I know, but we made a character by randomly generating. Ichibi is not special. Yeah, unfortunately, the character is the hardest part. I usually, since I make games based on the gameplay and puzzle games, I don't mind using chibis. But here I'm trying to make a commercial game, and yeah, I had to invest something in it. Even if I understand, but I have very limited resources. That's why I'm making a game with 5 characters, which just 2 of them don't have any word sprite. Well, 2 have a word sprite. Probably at most 4 out of 5, let's say. Let me see. So, you can make it that shakes. Also, I don't think it's visible, but it disappears for 1 frame, because should be fixed in one direction. And we saw that we can combine them. So, what's idle? What the hell is this? Ah, I get it. Ah, this is cool. I never realized it. The float effect. I'm curious. Doesn't happen. Ah, yeah, okay. We can set it for others. 52. I don't think streams are the better moment to experiment, but I want. Wow, that's pretty useful, honestly. That's absolutely useful. The breathe, also the breathe effect even. There's 2 of them. I don't know if I want to use them because, yeah, they kind of feel an. I think that's can be fine for living enemies though. I think I can experiment on stream after all. It's not like what I do off stream is less or more important. Okay, this one is only vertical. Good to know. Do you think character sprites are that important if you're creating interactive visual novel? Coffee and Lele. Well, I don't think it depends on the type of the game. It depends on what you plan to do with the game. Because if it's a commercial game and you want to make money out of it, or at least make a free game though on a commercial platform like Steam, the game should have custom graphics for almost everything. Instead, if someone plans to make a free game, or just is still making free games, doesn't plan to go commercial with that game, or is even just starting, I think sprites are just fine. I don't think people will look bad your game only because it has a sprite. Though, as a default sprite. Though default sprites have the limit that they cannot express what you really think about the character, and worst of all, you cannot tune them in with the art style of the game. But again, that's a problem only if you want to go commercial and catch the attention of the players. Only if you're not aiming very high, I don't think it would be a problem. Though, you made the example Coffin on NDLLA, and I didn't play the game, but I know the game. And yeah, the custom characters are vital together with all the rest, because visual coherence and good visuals are vital to make the game stand out. But it's impossible to make if the rest of the game is made without experience. So making games is not easy. It requires a lot of thoughts on every side. So the base idea, or at least what I'm doing now, is I had 12 years of making games as an amateur. I started 5 years by making awful games. Later I started making decent games, then good games, and now I feel confident enough to make something commercial. So, since I think I have the right things to make a good content for the game, I'm also investing to make a good visual impression of the game. It's not that easy. I can talk about it for hours, probably. Everything needs to be perfect, you know. If you create a game, you want to get the best of it. Yeah. Not everything, but almost everything should be made with a lot of attention. Which, in my opinion, is important only if you want to make a game that aims very high. But for starters, to start, or if someone is already just starting, I think that's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to do a game that, I wouldn't say rushed, but people shouldn't dwell too much on details when making a game when they are starting out. Because, well, more games you make, more experience you have, and more you learn, or faster you get to where you are. So thinking too much on details, I don't know, has pros and cons. Honestly, I'm of the idea that people shouldn't think too much. I don't know here. I think details are important, but trying too much to have the right details by editing art too much or paying someone is not the right solution at the start. Again, I cannot give the right suggestions because it depends on what your target is, what your experience is, and all of that, really. In general, though, I would say if it's commercial, you should. If it's not, you don't need to. The only exception is if you want to be on the top of each IO, which could be a valid market technique, but I think it's pretty hard to reach. Though mainly that is my opinion. At the end, if a game is looking very well but doesn't have the right content because the developer is not very expert on it, it's kind of a waste of time even. Because if the content is not good but the graphics are... Oh, that's pretty cool! Well, you can make this effect even with the normal code, though. Okay, I got some sort of tour of the effects I had. We also have the zoom motion, which I used for the slime. Rotation, collapse, and remove. I didn't check the no, wait, what's the collapse? I don't know. We also have more types of collapse. Nah, that's pretty bad. That's not what I like. Okay, so we got a tour of those. I would say the shake motion. We could also consider giving them the swing effect. So let's see. This one has the swing effect. And if I hit it with a switch, it shakes and takes damage. So, remove. Okay. Let's test it. Unfortunately, I don't have the other graphics for it, but okay, first of all. Should be slower, wait. Way slower. What do you mean you cannot set the speed? That's awful. I need to edit the plugin to fix it. Okay. For example, we have it there, and if I do like this, it shakes for too much. Yeah, it needs to stop. Here and later it should disappear. Let's see if it's enough. Oh no, I'm reading now. So I'm dashing. Okay, that's something. Do you think I'm doing a mistake if I have like 3 months of experience of RPG Maker and already creating many assets for my game? Oh, depends what you want to do. If you want to be an artist, it's a good idea. Like starting with RPG Maker and trying to insert all your assets. If instead you're more focused on making games, well, depends what you like on making games. Honestly, if you're not making games to make assets, I would say it's the wrong approach. Because by making assets, let's see it like this. You are using 3 months to get experience on making games. But like, you use 1 month for the game itself and 1 month for the art and graphics. You have 1 month of experience in art and graphics. Do you want the experience in art and graphics? Or do you want the less experience on making games to have more experience on making the assets? Because while starting, it's best to stick on the default assets. Because in this way you have more time to invest on learning how to make a game. Because at the start, with not enough experience, people is bound to make a lot of mistakes in the core design of their game. So the first game is hardly something impressive. That's why the idea is to make short games at the start, get feedback outside, and slowly manage and build up our experience. And only then, when you are confident on the game, you can start making your own art style, or even commissioning it in my case. I was looking for an example because let's see, here it is. Well, not the best example, but here's my first game. My first game. As you can see, it looks awful and uses the look at this. It uses all the default assets. This should be a table, for example, but it's boxes. This game, even if it had incredible graphics, it had an awful battle system, awful well, a lot of things that don't work. Like, this is a dungeon, but it's randomly generated. You could save some things, but honestly, it would have been not worth to put graphics on this. Okay, you could say, yeah, it's a first game, but this is my second game. Do you think anything have improved? Do you think anything had improved here? Maybe on my third game I got something, but okay, maybe okay. Maybe on the third game there is something salvageable. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. On the third game, maybe there's something salvageable. Maybe this one with the right graphics can be something decent. But the first two were like just to test the engine at the end. Not only because they last a lot. I wanted them to last as an RPG, and yeah, they both last at least 10 hours. And yeah, no one played them at the end. We just like Stardew Valley, Dev Solo made one game. Yeah, you're right, but I have to say something about it. And hello Nintubers, how it's going? Nice to see ya. Ciao, come state? Waldorf in inglese. Jumpscare. Hello, how it's going? Thanks a lot for the raid. What were you doing? We are here talking about video game development and trying to develop, but honestly, we are not in a fresh mood. The part of developing here is not the most enticing. So, you brought up the Stardew Valley dev made one game. Yes. Yes, it did, but I don't think that's the good example to take, because it didn't make. You bring out an interesting argument. I would say that's pretty hard to replicate, because first of all, he started the almost it was a different period. So if he made Stardew Valley now, I think he would get less success, because now the market is filled with farming games. You could say Stardew Valley started the farming game period. Above that, you also need a good knowledge of the engine, and learning the engine with the masterpiece, then it's not the right idea, because you will inevitably mess up a lot of things, and it's too late to fix it later. For example, there's another right now, I don't know if it's annoying anyone, but if you start like now learning an engine and you start making a big project and you start programming, for example, the battle system, after 1 year of developing the game, and to make a game like Stardew Valley you need at least 5 years at minimum. After like 1 year of developing, you improve in development, you improve in programming, and you realize, wait, I could have done the battle system better. And then you use like 2 months to fix the entire battle system, because you built it in a not optimal way, where it was hard to include new mechanics, for example. While for the art style, I think the art style for the games is not a problem. Stardew Valley has a cute art style. Maybe the developer has a... I don't know if the developer made it himself, but it's possible, because pixel art is not that hard to learn the basics of. But even if to master it, I think it's not easy. While for all the game design of Stardew Valley it's made by taking a lot of time while thinking about the design of itself and all. It's doable on one developer to do a Stardew Valley, but it's not an easy task. It requires a lot of experience in using the engine, first of all, optimization of times, I suppose, and a good idea on game design, on level design, on the game player experience. And it's not something people know. Usually when you start making games, developers don't have a lot of knowledge about game design. Even if they played a lot of games. Making games and playing them is a completely different story. So I would say, to make Stardew Valley, you need to have the developer needed to have some prior knowledge of some kind. People can make a Stardew Valley again, one person can, but they need experience. No, don't worry, I always like to talk about game design. Also, I kinda feel stuck here for a moment. Not really, but I don't like stopping on the details. I want... the programming is what I crave, usually. And there's not a lot of programming here, though. At least it's a good... we did something cool. Well, something decent here. Yeah, you eat one, you eat two. Okay, that's something to have. A small time mini game. Programming it will be easy, at least. Visual novel is not that hard to make, and if you use Stella plugins and then you just add a few maps for character to move and done. First of all, you want... okay. You want to make a visual novel on the map. So... visual novels unfortunately rely a lot on the visual part. So if you make a visual novel without visuals, like without custom portraits, I think might look a little off. First of all, well, I shouldn't be talking, but usually visual novels don't have the map section. Well, again, I'm the first one talking because my game is half a visual novel and has a map section, but apart from that, visual novels are a weird genre to talk about, honestly, because they have a very heavy focus on the characters. Okay, yeah, they have a heavy focus on the character. Visual novels without characters are not visual novels. So that means that they really need custom graphics. You could make visual novels without custom graphics, but honestly, I don't think players will perceive them differently. Oh, and hello there! Holder! Behold the holder! Hello, thanks a lot for the raid! What were you doing? Let's see if I can shoot out something. Yeah! I need the thing that says what the raider was doing though. Hello there! Hey, how it's going? Oh, what a surprise. We were, well, first developing, but now talking about game design in general. Oh. Wait, that could be a nice gag. Wait, that came out of the blue, but the pot should break. But could be a nice gag. The player finds himself a little annoyed that cannot break a pot, and there's an explanation for it. I think it could be a good idea. Oh, we reached the 507. I don't know numbers. 570 users. Yeah, thanks a lot for the follow. Let's see. I was making an animated butler. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we were. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thanks. The butlers are pretty cool because battles usually look too stiff with the default asset of RPG Maker, but by having butlers animated, it looks usually pretty sick. I would be like visual novel plus RPG Maker character movement and interaction. Oh, that's exactly like mine, actually. I was about to show it, but I got sidetracked by every argument I talk about, honestly. Not in the style of RPG Maker chibi style. Okay, yeah, that's even better because the chibi style is well, is what it is. Can work for the RTP games, but it's better not to have RTP at the end. That's why I'm not making RPGs, because I'm not good at graphics and I prefer not to use them. So that's why I'm stuck with puzzle games or this game. The proportion of the character map. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, if it's not chibi. If it's super chibi. What if it's super chibi? Okay, here we have Steam default map, but for example, the theme of the game is dying. Let's go here with the spikes, for example. So just to showcase, my game is exactly like yours, even if I suppose a completely different style. It's a exploration visual novel. The exploration is you die. And then there's a visual novel part. Don't mind the title scroll. Like, the main concept is when you die, you get a visual novel part where the goddess of life revives you, but she's kinda not in a good mood, you can say. And so they bicker all the time after the hero dies, depending on how he died. It's a very hard concept to make. I choose a hard road, because alternating them is the hard part. And I got a lot of feedback that the visual novel part is too long for most of the time, or better, the exploration part is too short. Oh, hi Leaf, hello. Welcome from the raid. What a surprise. Looks so good. Oh, thanks. Well, again, that's my first commercial game after 13 years, and maybe it took way too long to contact all the author, all the artists, tell them exactly what I want, how I want them to fix the commission. That's not easy even to commission art at the end. Unfortunately, Holder, I'm blocked. The links are blocked here. Oh, I should remove them though. I will remove them now while I'm talking. I don't think I ever needed to block them. So, oh wait, maybe not here. Okay. Yeah, I have a demo on Steam. Okay, please, Waldorf, Waldorf, I'm disappointed in myself. One thing I should put on the command in chat is the spam to my game. Not even that, Waldorf. How unprofessional. This is the game. Let's see if I can grab the link. Unfortunately, I still need to update the trailer. Here it is. The demo is updated with the new graphics. Before, it looked like this. Well, before this. But even before, it was... where is it? It was like this at the start. Wow. Well, that's another thing to show that the art style doesn't really matter at the start. It matters near the middle. Usually it matters near the end, but it's important in the middle to make some sort of marketing. You need good graphics to sponsor your game. At least that's what I'm learning. Again, my first commercial game, I'm learning a lot of things. Okay, links are unblocked now. You can send them now. And you can keep them blocked. Yeah, good point. I don't get a lot of bots though. I can ban them right away. I don't think it will become a problem in the short time. You know how to use collisions to parallax map? Like invisible walls? There's two simple solutions. One is to have an empty tile. And you define in the tile set, well, anywhere can work. In the tile set you define a blocking tile here. That's super easy. Or if you want, you can also define the blocking in single directions. Another one, even if it's you shouldn't use too many, you can place an event on the same layer of the character. That means it will body block the player. This one it's easier to visualize, but if you have too many, it may reduce the frame rate. I'm talking about 40 of them, 50, even more. No, 100. I don't think they reduce the frame rate. I think it's fine anyways. Yeah, X is a block. It's nice to have that where you can see your progress with graphics. Yeah, even the characters had the progress. I'm saving everything in the folder, honestly. I'm saving everything because I love see how the game changed. How I changed at the end. Let's see, here's the game. Ooh. Ooh, the butlers here. Ah, that's what you're doing. Ah, interesting. They are pretty cool, wow. Oh, I'm not an expert in graphics, so I cannot give a lot of insights, but they are pretty cool. They look pretty well. Also animated, wow. Okay, I was just wondering how they would look animated. Yeah, they look pretty sick. The thing in the corner catches my attention. It's the trees game, but with only 2 checkboxes. Not only for that, but every time I walk, something is in my mind that it's telling me I can take inspiration for something in the game for this. I don't know. Feels like something I could consider. Like a puzzle with while playing trees. I don't know. I don't know. When I watch something, sometimes I think, what if this could be an inspiration for something in the game? Recently, when I'm bored while talking to someone, I think, I wonder if this discussion can be interesting for making a game. Anything, just to get out of boredom. Meant to be a security block. Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Just the crosses just made me think about the trees game. But that was me. What were you doing before this? Oh yeah, one last thing before I try to recover from where I stopped. Making a visual novel and an exploration game or RPG, like you said before, is not easy because you need to balance the two things. Here in my game, I got the feedback that one thing was more strong than the other, so I kinda failed on balancing the two. Luckily, I am still in time to address the problem, though. First thing, they should be balanced with exploration kinda on par or slightly below the visual novel, and very, very, very important for visual novels. Visual novels are not games without gameplay and only dialogue. Because games with gameplay and dialogue can afford to have very basic dialogues. Can afford to have very instructive dialogues. Visual novel cannot afford to have very barely made, lazily made dialogues. They need to have a strong character. Then they need to have interactions. Interaction between characters. They need to be not flat. They need to always bring something to the table. It's hard to make a dialogue focused game because some players can get bored if they are not done with correctly. So it's mostly writing, and starting to write from scratch is hard. Unless people have some experience beforehand, of course. Well, yeah, way to find title character generator. Well, I showed one before. Which was it? This one. Tab RPG Maker Extended Generator. Though I don't know where to find it. Maybe Tab Extended Generator, you can find something. Oh wait, another thing. This may come in handy. There is a plugin that automatically extends your character. Something like Sprite Extender from Terus Non-Lab, where I have a character that is, you can see, short as always, but when you launch the game, don't mind the Chinese. As you launch the game, the character is magically taller. Of course, there's a limit for it, but if you don't want a character too tall, then that's what you should use. No, I'm not Chinese. Where to download? I don't know, honestly. I downloaded it a lot of time ago. If you look for the name, you maybe can find it. Mine is not out yet. I'm just finishing the parts. Link the coders to the coders. Okay. Well, I'm be interested in playing the games when they come out. So please let me know. Even if I usually play them on the Critipedia category, so I'm not sparing a lot of punches, holding a lot of punches, honestly. Can we at least try to make some sort of timer out of those? I suppose I need an... Oh. I have an idea. Yeah, some sort of master event that holds the timer in a variable. Like this one. Timer variable. I use a variable so I can have a value for each different timer I want to take, to have. For example, if you hit this one, it starts swinging and the timer starts. No, it's harder than this. No, it's fine. Okay, so if I hit this, I activate the timer 1, which is this one. In parallel, as a timer, we can show a timer here, but I don't want to show it in game. Just to showcase. And here we wait a certain amount of frames. We can even play a extra effect for it. I don't know which. This one? Not really. Something not loud. This one for now. Why is everything so loud? Okay. This one we make a wait of 10 seconds. We can make less. 6.5. And at the end, just to test it, this makes the music stop. And deactivate the variable. We need to count how many they hit though. That's not easy to stop. Oh yeah, the plugin name. Let's see. It's TN Sprite Extender. Teru Non Slab. There's a Twitter here. Wait, I can link it in chat maybe, if that's useful. I don't know if that's the right link on Twitter, but that's one link if you want to investigate there. Yeah, they need some more thought because I need to consider each of those each of those. I even need. It's a parallel process. I wonder if I need to increase the value. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't think I have the best idea, but actually, I have a. Okay, listen. One thing also. Well, listen. Not really listen. Never mind. But one thing that I like to do on making games is to optimize the use of variables, because after some time you got filled with variables and you get lost. So I'm trying to do this with only one variable. Not only that, one variable for every single time limit. So the idea is this one. It's a parallel process that starts when you set the variable 1. At the start, it sets the value to 2. And it still holds. It's still running because it's more than 1. And instead of waiting 400 frames, it waits in... Oh, wait. No, I can't make loops in parallel processes. Never mind. Oh, never mind. This is harder suddenly. No, it's fine, it's fine. I place a loop in the parallel process where I wait. Let's make 2 frames, sure. You can make even more, so it doesn't get stuck here. Never mind. I may need another variable now. I really want to optimize, but that's not easy. We can make that. I don't know. We can make a custom variable here. No, because if I make, I just want to find easy ways. Is that hard? Actually, we. So, okay. The idea is this one starts the music. Then I may need a second variable. I really want to do this with only one variable. I can take it as a challenge though. I enjoy the idea of a challenge. Okay, yeah, we can do this. We can do again a loop, and we need to remember when the loop ends. So we can make loop var, which starts at 0. So I already failed because I used another variable, but it's not again variable, so it's fine. Every 5 frame we increase it by 5. And if the value is more than 400, the frames we need to wait, it breaks out of the loop. Okay. I already messed up the value. I think timer var was better. So I'm doing this to have a variable that's temporary, doesn't stuck in the system, and doesn't use an extra slot. Now, in this loop, we do another check. If we hit a mannequin, the value sets to... Where is it? The value sets to 1. That means, if this value becomes 1, it means we hit a mannequin, and then we can check if we hit all the mannequins. How do we check if we hit all the mannequins? Well, we have mannequin 50 and mannequin 52. We can have one extra one. So, 50, 52, 60. We can save them here. Dummies. And we save the values, which was it? 50, 52, 60. In an array, which is a container of more than one variable. Oh yeah, now we get to the part I love and everyone hates. Let's go. I should add comments. The problem is it's self-explanatory now to me. If the timer runs out here. If a dummy gets hit, I check if all dummies are hit. Oh, there's a problem though. When this one gets hit, it runs permanently, continuously. So it activates the value more than one. I should deactivate all the dummies when it happens. No, that's not a good idea. Oh, I have an idea for it though. I have an idea. I think the character that plugin is gone. Oh, really? Weird. I will look up to it later. Because I remember taking it somewhere. If you want, you can have the Discord link. We can update later here if you want. So my idea was here, since you activate this switch while hitting with a sword, we can activate another switch, the C. So the D was only to trigger all the effects. And then we activate the C to let the game know we hit this one. So the idea is here, if you hit the variable 1, we need to check if all those dummies got hit. How? Good question. So, for each dummy in dummies, for each of them, we check if they got hit. We set a variable to loop the I, and each loop will increase the I by 1. That's how for works. So now, for each dummy, what do we do? This is the event ID. So we need to bring out the Bible of scripting, because I never remember how to set the self switches. Here, that's how you control self switches. Pretty easy. Ah, wait, that's how you set them, not how you check them. I think I can just use self switch's value. Let's make a quick test. No, that's not this easy. Oh, wait, maybe it is. I will try it now. So we are not activating this one for now. Just to testing here. I need to test this thing because I never know how to check self variables. We check the variable number C from the event number 50 in this map. Map 2. We check the value here. Okay. I hope that's how it works. Because if it doesn't, well, I don't know. That's my idea. Let's see. It's false. And now it's true. Okay. That's how we get the value. So we just need those values. For each dummy, we need to get the value of the self switch. So value is equal to the self switch with those parameters. The event ID, which is saved in dummy I, the C value, and we can make it more readable. Wait. event ID is dummies here. More readable. And here we get the current map, which is game map ID. Copy only this, please. No, it's not copying only this. This map, okay. This should be it, right? No, we need one extra step. So, for each event we need to hit, first we get the event itself, and we are getting if it got hit. Then, if it got hit, we need to count it, right? So, first of all, we define a variable count. So, if value is true, then we need to count it. Count plus plus here. Otherwise we can even break out. We can interrupt everything. Not really necessary, but if it was not hit, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. And at the end, if it got all the count, I can do it differently, wait. We can set that by default, it thinks we got it everything, but if it doesn't find any, if it finds any of those that was not hit, it removes the confirmation that we hit everything. It works backwards. Like, I say, well, I think you hit everything. Let me check. Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind. Something like this. So, if it's false, then it will make it false and breaks. Let's see if it works. We need something else, right? We need to save this value. How do we save the value? We need to say, we can use the self switch of this one. Here. So we set the switch of this event to true if we hit everything. So this, I don't remember how to call it. Wait, I just mentioned it on Discord. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. Oh wait, the other one. Aha! This event ID, perfect. To reference this event itself, okay. And sets the value to the value corresponding to if we hit every target. Okay. So now we check if the self switch is active. Since if we hit everything, it will stop. If it's on, we break out of the loop. And we check it again. We should make here the thing that says, oh, you won. Yeah. Yes. And the music stops regardless. Okay. Also, we need to reset all the dummies after a certain point. At the end here. We can take the same loop to reset the dummies. So again, for each dummy, we set the value by, we reset the value, set value, and we set it to false. Okay, and the rest is not important. Okay, that was simpler. This happens regardless, and then we reset everything. Let's see if that, wait, I think it might work, wait, let's see. Yeah, last famous words. Timer var not defined. Yeah, because I called it another way. I would be surprised if this works, to be honest. Music. Oh, something is wrong, and it's not with my word map. Yeah, because this one activated once. I forgot something. Yeah, here we have two parentheses. I think that was the problem. Music starts, let's go. Oh, another one. Or it's the same. The problem is clearly here. For event ID, we got one parenthesis here, one closed here. If value. Oh, here we have it again. Two parentheses. I don't know why I get two parentheses. Now it works. Oh wait, no, that's, everything is wrong. Okay, I know what I messed up here, the parentheses. But why did it count as win? Clearly there are 3 dummies to hit. Probably it didn't set the value to false. Why? So, get the value for each dummy. If the dummy got hit, it's true. If it's not true, it sets everything to break. Again, if it's false, it will set a, I should place a check in the middle here. I don't think that's the solution. Ah, wait, we can print the number of the event, just to check. Why did it also appear here? It never went in there. So it's a problem elsewhere. We should also alert value. We should also check value here. Okay. Just to be sure it works. Wait, it doesn't even start? Let me guess. Yeah, I wrote length wrong. As always, I always write length wrong. Don't ask me why. I have some length issues. Okay, animation on the wrong one, but... Oh, still not one? Why? Oh wait, the time... Maybe we are out of the time limit. No. Now what's the problem? Did I activate the self switch on all of them? No, I didn't. Ah, that's the problem. One here, and one here. Also, I should add the animation on the right number. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't animate. Also doesn't work again. That's hardly a surprise. So, I should make an alert here. A console. A check. To check the I, the event, and the value. Which is value. Just value. Let's see the console log, what it says. Why does it run this many times? Also, why does it run 4 times? Why does it run 4 times? It should run 3 times. That means long 3. Ah, because it needs to start from... Okay, yeah. My bad. It should start from 1 or have length -1. Though, yeah, that's not how you use it. Okay. My mistake, as always. Okay, what's the problem now? Again? What's the third event? You don't need a third event. Oh wait, I forgot the condition! The phone needs a condition to work. That's the fundamental. Okay, now it works. Let's see if I can start it again. Wait, why? It did reset the variables, right? Let's do like this. If the switch C is active, it will be another shape. Like this. Yeah, it doesn't reset. Again, because I forgot the condition. No, maybe it will fix itself. It doesn't. What's the problem now? Set I, die increases. Event ID is saved in the variable. Does this thing even run? Does this thing even start? I don't think so at this point. It doesn't. It freaking doesn't. Why? So break loop and goes here. What's your problem? Should be a but it's a Q. It works anyway. The Q runs, so it just doesn't start. Again, even here I forgot the right number of length. Okay, easy. Okay, we got the numbers, and it works. Yeah, it took just some time to fix the mistakes, programming errors, and everything. We should make another check here, though, to see if at least we lost. If it's off, we lost. We also need to reset it at the end. And maybe it's replayable. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, if we wait 5 seconds, we lost. Yeah, okay. That's a very wide margin. We got a minigame. Yeah, I think that we could make a decent brain-dead minigame for the game, honestly. That's not the best game about going around and hitting every target, because, you know, it's a good movement even if it's diagonal, but it's still something. Okay. I think we can stop here. We did what, 2 hours? Usually I do less. And even more, I'm very hyped on finishing the whatever I can fix on the Chinese translation. For something is wrong for my world map, or on my world map, with my world map, together with my world map, and all of that. Okay, that's the sign to end the stream. I had fun today, but I will have even more fun the next time. That's something to look forward to. At least that's a way to express optimism. Who knows? The giraffe. Okay, we are raiding Mirdad the giraffe. I got the name right the first attempt, so we are doing great. Okay, thanks a lot for coming by. I remember again the Discord. I should spam everything here. Also, Discord for Switches, I think it's very relevant. I think you should have it. All of you. The Switch code is very relevant. Thanks again for coming by. We will see each other tomorrow by playing RPG Maker games on each. And the day after tomorrow to go on some other games to develop, or at least to fix. So, that's everything for today. Thanks a lot for coming by. And we'll see ya whenever happens.